Yeah, I got a question for the men on the panel, right? With the daughters. So, like right now, we modeling the behavior that we would like our daughters to experience and be treated as women, right? Do y'all worry that your daughter will seek the type of man that you are now, but she'll find them at a pre-25 age? Because the man I am now, I'm more than happy with my daughter dating and marrying or whatever, right? But the energy that I carry is still the same energy probably as the boy. She's probably gonna resonate more with the young playboy than the latter. I might not be phrasing that right, but you understand what I'm asking, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
not, I could clarify it.
I don't,
Basically, would she date a younger version of yourself?
Right, right.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're always dating the younger playboy. We know what they're doing with them, but I don't know if they're always dating them. They,
That's true.
they tend to go after versions of their fathers, and it seems like the younger people just can't make the sacrifices to make the relationship work. But I actually want my daughter to meet. I got to be true to what I'm saying. I want her to meet at that exact age, 23, 24, 25. Because if the average age of first marriage for a woman is 29 point what 7, these people aren't meeting at 29, they're meeting at 25 or younger, right? So they got really one shot to get it right. And the reason I want that is because we keep forgetting, of course he has to have good morals, values, and characters and be grounded in that and be intentional about, being better than that for the rest of his life, for his family that he wants to create. But we keep forgetting that I'm a large part of that relationship too. Bring that boy, bring him over here. You see what I'm saying? Interface with me. Come shooting with me. Let's talk about life. What are your goals for your family? Like we keep forgetting that fathers are supposed to be a huge part of their daughters' relationships. They just found a way to isolate us out of it so we couldn't see the poor choices they make. But that's what I plan to do.
Trigger Mike, I feel you on that, but the truth is, bro, when they really be feeling somebody, they gonna sneak and do whatever they need to do because they the aura
That's
done called
true.
them. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So you
true.
can't really
But do
like
you
that. That's
also
why I'm
think
just trying to
do you
focus on
also
critical
think
thinking.
do you also well, here's my criticism of that. We have so many punk ass daddies that aren't checking in on what their daughters are doing. So because I've given too much flack to women and mothers when I realized that these girls that were dressing crazy, their dad was right there next to them the whole time. They didn't say shit. You know what I mean? So I ain't no punk
Wow.
ass daddy. You naturally, I know what you're saying though, Marcus. When you say these girls are doing whatever, the one thing that she will always know is how her dad felt about it. And we also got to remember when women were behaving, it was when fathers were not acquiescing. I'm not yielding. I told you what I expect from you. If you defy me, listen, I have to love my daughter enough to risk being hated by her. If she
Mm.
if she gets pregnant out of wedlock, I'm not going to the fucking baby shower. You see what I'm saying? Well, when the last time you heard a father say that shit? Because that's not what we do around here, right?
That's
So you
real.
have,
I agree.
I gotta show some fortitude. If this is not a dude of character, good character, and you bring him around my house and he's not making eye contact when he shakes my hand and he's low, what do they say, low vibrational? I don't approve of
Hmm.
this. You do what you want. It's your life. Don't bring him around here no more.
Hmm.
That shit hurts.
Hmm.
Like
I,
that shit
It
I'm
hurts.
cuts them deep.
Yeah.
It cuts them deep.
Yep.
I'm sure she's gonna be hurt, but my question would be, shit, like you might silo her off in a situation that could be worse than so. Because all right, so say she in a situation with a dude you disapprove of, right? And you
Yep.
say, I'm not coming to the baby shower. I'm completely removing myself from this situation based off you doing things that I don't agree with. Do you then
Mhm.
put her in more jeopardy? Because now this dude have rough shot to do whatever he want with no interference. Because now you
You know what?
completely out of the loop.
I've already failed at that point, Marcus. I've already
That's
failed.
fair. That's fair.
I've already
So
failed.
Marcus,
It,
real
Hold,
quick with
hold
this.
on, hold on, hold on, Trev, hold on, Trev. Let me just
Okay.
and take on
But it
it.
was
Then.
just a question. I don't know what I would do in that scenario. I'm just posing a question.
Yeah,
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
come back to you, Trev. Let me get Shannon. Now, go ahead, Shannon. I answer the question being a dad.
No, let them cook, man. I don't have any daughters, so I don't really have much to input. I'm actually learning.
Okay,
Let them
all
cook.
right. Go ahead, Trev.
Yeah. So a lot of what B Madden was talking about was dead on point, man. Like just a lot of the things he mentioned about how you have to interact with your daughter, you have to pour into her, you have to instill value into her, right? She needs to hear that she is beautiful from you on a regular basis. So she's not lacking these things. A lot of the people, listen, I'm gonna tell you that the females who were the most troublesome as one of them guys, right? The women who had prominent father figures were the most troublesome. There's the ones you'd be like, nah, she gonna be too much of a headache. You just fly by it. You'd be like, man, listen, like I'm out, man. Like it's not even worth the headache. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what you're trying to do. This would be great for somebody to wife. But if that's not what the mode you on, then you're not gonna go ahead and waste all the time, because you could take down like 10 other females by the time you invest in that one. So if you're not in wife them up mode, you're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about the foundation, right? Once you and the main thing that I didn't hear really mentioned yet was keeping that open line of communication. She has to feel comfortable talking to you, not in a way where it's friend, because they have to understand authority. But you can't be judgmental about every single thing. There has to be some type of a balance where they feel comfortable. When you finish talking with them, they should be in a better place. They should feel like they were really explained the situation, have a great understanding of it. All the examples in the world. I always break down context, right? And I feel like it's going to be how much you know. If you got game, then you could give your daughter game. It's a lot of dudes out here with no game. They can't offer their daughter game if they wasn't one of them guys. I'm sorry. So she's going to be at a disadvantage off the rip. That's why a lot of them had the problems. If he's not intelligent, you can't make an intelligent daughter. It's tough. You can tell her to study, but if you can't help her, what you going to do? These are certain things. I'm trying to make sure she's prepared, well-rounded. She's been cooking since she was like pretty much a toddler. Straight honor roll. Runs track, does whatever. Like she's studious. She do anything, man. Well-rounded. Reads like crazy, right? Everything, but still social. Still in the art. Still in the other things. So it's like, listen, I'm building a catch with the help of my wife, of course. So we're not accepting nothing, but she understands her value. She's not conceited. She's extremely humble because she understands. Sometimes you just got to take things away from people. You have to let them feel it. You can't spoil them. You have to balance everything. But the more well-rounded of an individual you are and the more game you put her on, she's going to be fine. I'm worried about people just that are like serious predators. But as far as her dealing with men and stuff like that, I mean, I don't worry about that nearly as much because I know that I instill values in her from a young child, and I'm there, I'm involved. That's the big difference. A lot of these dudes check out, or maybe they were pushed out, cut off because of the mother didn't want anything to do with them, or they might be just keeping the son because they just want to spite him because they hate him. They want to ruin the children's lives. All that stuff happens. Fortunately, it didn't happen to me. I'm in the house with my daughter, so them boys ain't gonna get her.